Welcome back to World of Warcraft Retail, leveling up our warrior through Wrath of the Lich King, then jumping into the War Within, with a beautiful view of Dalaran and the infamous Ice Crown in the background. Many changes are afoot. We're going to try out the Fury dual two-handed specialization. As you can see, we've got our weapons ready. I've got a few talents in the Fury tree. I've just kind of been picking what looks good and what looks fun, rather than going through any guides, and we can always change up as we go. It's going to be a bit of a learning process. We'll also be flying from now on to get about a bit quicker. We have our snowy griffin mount, which gives us a bit of a better flight speed of 420% compared to ground, and we'll be moving into dragon flying to show just how much quicker it is in later episodes. I think today what we'll do is, because we're leveling really well, we're at 30 already and we're still in part of the lower zones, we'll move over to Rimmer's Temple, get some of the lore and story around here, and then depending on how we do, we can maybe touch on Howling Fjord and get some of that Grizzly Hills action pretty soon, because before you know it, we'll be hitting 71 and in the main expansion. So we can head straight over there. Oh, also, I should actually mention, I have enabled war mode, so we can get into a bit of trouble with this, or trouble can find us even. Gives us a 10% experience boost, and I just thought, try it out, see what happens. We're only level 30, we could easily get pulverized, but it's an experience. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying the content and enjoying World of Warcraft and how you like to play. Also consider hitting like and subscribe to support the channel for other episodes and gameplays. So I think we have the innkeeper here. There's a few quests at the top we can have a look at, and I've got to say, it is absolutely lovely being able to fly and just kind of zip around.
I remain in service to the Green Dragon.
Lord Itharius. We need more weapons in the fight against the Scourge. The natural properties of the Emerald Dragon Shrine to the southeast may be the answer. Any unliving creature, save those that Sylvanas has redeemed, that steps foot in the Dragonshire falls to dust. I want to test the theory. I want you to be my instrument in doing so, young human. Go to the Emerald Dragon Shrine and take the seeds from the Emerald Lashes therein. Okay, that sounds good.
Let your dreams guide you.
We've got Chromie there. Crassus, consort of the Queen. Wow, they're big guys. Human, something terrible has transpired within the Ruby Sanctum beneath the temple. The entry to the sanctum is in ruins, and its guardians violently slain. We sent scouts to investigate, but they have not returned. I cannot help but fear the worst. Enter the Ruby Sanctum and discover what has befallen, the home of my flight. Once we have information, we can plan our next steps accordingly.
Good luck, friend.
Not to forget, Chromie.
It's so nice to see you.
Mystery of the Infinite. A time storm at the Bronze Dragon Shrine to the northeast is keeping immortals from entering. The Infinite Dragonflight are in a fight inside the defenders to wrest control of the Dragon Shrine. We must take this opportunity to gain information. Has asked you to travel to the Bronze Dragon Shrine. Once inside, place the Hourglass of Eternity on the ground. Protect the Hourglass for as long as it lasts, and then return to her with whatever information you may find. Okay.
It's like meeting again for the
Getting some good
first
quests here.
Hey there.
The Scourge come. I can't. How do I say that? Corialistras calls upon his allies in a futile attempt to save their Ruby Dragon Shrine. But it seems the good graces of the Red Flight don't extend to saving the shrines of the other flights. Surprised? I'm not. To northwest of Rimrest and just west of the Wrathgate, locate Serenar inside of the shrine and offer him your aid.
Safe travels.
Okay, so we've got a good crop of quests in here. So it's going to be a different rotation. We've got a few new abilities. So we've got our charge. We now have Bloodthirst, which assaults the target in a bloodthirsty craze. Deals 756 damage and restores 3% of health, probably our main one. We have Raging Blow. A mighty blow with both weapons that deals 756 damage on a 7-second cooldown. We can use Impending Victory as normal for our heals, and then we can go on Rampage, which enrages you and unleashes a series of 4 brutal strikes. We also do have PvP talents. Now, I chose Death Wish, and I'm kind of thinking it's probably not the best one to go for if we get into trouble. So I'm thinking Endure Enrage, so we can get enraged while suffering movement impairing effects, and Disarm. Most likely we're going to get hit by melee classes, so we can do a bit of fighting to them. It kind of makes sense. I'm not too sure if we're going to meet many players for PvP, but now I've said that, we probably will. And let's get started. So I think what we'll do is work west and then go to the east. So maybe the Obsidian Dragon Shrine and see what's over there. I am actually really interested in seeing how different Fury plays. Is it this way? It's got to be this way. Okay, let's try out the specs. So we'll use Bloodthirst, Raging Blow, and Impending Victory, and then Execute. Okay, seems good. Mortal Strike did seem to hit a lot more, but it's me getting used to this rotation. I do like the style of it though. Trying to decide at which I'm more surprised, that you actually came to the aid of the Black Dragon, or that you're still in one piece after speaking with Nalise. Her words drip venom, but I suppose Wimress can even our kind in check sometimes. Or perhaps it's just the armies of the Red Dragonflight that are massed around her. Kill 6 burning depths, necrolites, and 10 smouldering skeletons outside of the Obsidian Dragon Shrine. Do that. It's a destructive ward at the end of the path leading out of Obsidian Dragon Shrine, where the road starts to give way to snow. Protect the ward until it's fully charged. Okay, so we need to get these guys and then we'll place the ward. So I like it so far. I think I just need to get used to the rotation. It feels like you've got more options and things to hit. So we need skeletons and necrolytes. I think we've gone a bit too far inside. I think we need to get the ones from the outside first. I have to say, I am liking the armor set. It does look very mean. Even though it's just the standard armor you get leveling. Okay, so can we place this? There we go. Now we've got some action. There we go, perfect. Heroic leap right into the action. Maybe a heroic leap and a whirlwind. Perfect. What I think I'll do is I will put us down for some Wrath of the Lich King dungeons, maybe just the general one so we can get a bit of action. Got to say, playing warrior like this with the dual weapons, it feels massively cinematic. Excellent. When they beg to flee in fear, when they begin to flee in fear even, the wards shall be there to wish them a fond farewell. The cult of the damned has not come just to extract power from dead dragons. I suspect I know what they're up to, but I need you to prove me correct. Wait for Serenar to administer the disguise of a Burning Depths necrolyte, then proceed to the back of the moor of Neltharion to uncover what the cult of the damned is doing there. Return to Serenar with details regarding their purpose. Okay, cool. Perfect. As long as you don't go hacking and slashing your way through, they'll never know the difference. Wow. This could be a different look. Serenar sees through your eyes. Okay. Just have to remember not to kill anyone. Always difficult to remember that. Oh, we are really in the depth of the cultist compound. I like how the actual setup of the cavern is almost entirely like the early Horde dungeon. Is it Ragefire Chasm? In fact, it is exactly like that, isn't it? Or similar. Wow, cool. So while we're heading back, I'll just kind of overview some of the talents we've got. So we're deeper into the warrior tree with barbaric training as our deepest one, and in fury we're going right all the way into rampage. I quite like rampage, it seems like a good ability, and also focusing chaos. Looking forward to seeing what else there is as we progress on. I'll give it a good try out, maybe like a 5 to 10 levels, and then go from there. We are the Black Dragonflight. We have rained destruction on the lands of Azeroth for thousands of years. The decrepit cult of the damned worships death, and we shall be glad to oblige. So it's not going to be good for them. Kill 3 Burning Depths necromancers, 6 Smouldering Constructs, 6 Smouldering Geists in the Moor of Neltharion. Locate and stamp out 8 necromantic runes and have them that have been drawn on the floor inside the Moor of Neltharion. Return to Serenar once the task is complete. So I guess this is the price of paying, like with power and death, and these are like these are the serious players. Black Dragon fight. Yeah, I think I need to work on my rotation a little bit, unless I need to kind of unlock it more with talents, because it felt like it doesn't pop quite as much as the previous spec, but still, we'll give it a try. I think he should be using Whirlwind a bit more. I think this is a great opportunity to pull a few. Oh, they're all casters, maybe not. Okay, so Whirlwind is absolutely beast-like. Brilliant, just select our new talent. So we've got a new row. Okay, we've got single-minded fury while dual wielding. Oh, we've got company. Clear, get to a better area here first. Right, there we go. While dual wielding a pair of one-handed weapons, your damage done is increased by 5, your auto attacks by 30, your movement speed. Cold Steel, Hot Blood. Bloodthirst critical strikes generate 4 rage, inflict a gushing wound that leeches 292 health. Vicious Contempt. Bloodthirst also deals 25% increased damage to enemies who are below 35%. Frenzy. Rampage increases haste, stacking up 4 times. That could be a really good one. Hack and Slash. Each Rampage strikes a 25% chance of Raging Blow. Slaughtering Strikes. Raging Blow causes every strike of your rampage to deal an additional 20% damage. I think that's a really good one to go for. It kind of works well in our rotation. Okay, so what else do we need? We need to get some more runes destroyed. Let's just pull everything. That's more like it. Really good for AoE. Yeah, so it seems to me this is very much a kind of whirlwind class build. And we are done. Brilliant. I'm actually playing at probably not the best time of day to get groups. Usually kind of like late evening is a bit better, so we may be unlucky for that. Hearing their screams, watching the last life fade from their wretched bodies. It's invigorating, is it not? Good. There is more to be done. Good gold rewards as well. Wow, we're doing actually not too bad. I did buy an enchant last episode, so sitting on 419 at the moment. With the cult's ranks thinned and some of their power stripped, it's time to strike at the source of the corruption. Use Neltharian's flame to douse the summoning area at the back of the Maw of Neltharion. Once you get the attention of Rothin the Decaying, kill him. Then return to Serenar at the front of the cave. Wow, these guys really don't mess around. Wow, could I have used it? Can I literally just disguise my way through and get there? I think I can, yeah. Okay, we'll do that. So, summoning the area cleansed and Rothin the Decaying slain. Alas, not we have to fight our way through. I think what we'll do is we'll push right ahead and then just whirlwind our way into anything that messes with us. Stand our ground here or here. Wow, look at this, Jesus. Okay, so yeah, whirlwind. It's kind of like Diablo, where like if you played Diablo 3 or any similar Diablo game when you've got the Barbarian and you're just doing Whirlwind all the time, it causes huge amounts of damage. It kind of feels like that with Whirlwind. That's amazing. Get right in there. Oh, I need... No, no, what have you done? So many ancient worms wasted. What magic could do this? Foolish errand boy. You will die for interrupting my work. Look at this, wow. It is not the end. Death only strengthens. I'm sure there's probably a few experts on warriors that are screaming at me now saying, you've got to use this ability, you've got to do this. So if there is, let me know. I'd like to know a good rotation. I think there's a difference between backseat driving and kind of helpful advice. So yeah, I know we've had a few commenters in the past that are big warrior fans, so let me know what your preferred spec is, how you like to play your class. At the moment, I'm finding this Whirlwind spell, like, really juicy. Like, pepper it with Impending Victory for health, Bloodthirst for healing, and then using some Rampage and Executes for single target. It seems to work quite nicely. In fact, I hope we can get a dungeon. I don't think we're gonna. But if we did, I'd love to see how Whirlwind will fare when we're pulling huge amounts of mobs in an instance. Or another good weapon with a mongoose on it. In fact, what I want now, I don't want Slam there, I've made a mistake. I want Intimidate and Shout on there so we can interrupt their stun quite easily. There we go. The bones of my brood have been spared this filth. You've served me well, and as such you shall be awarded appropriately. Nice legs. Really nice legs, actually. You can leave now, human. Go tell Nalise she missed out on a good slaughter. Travel back to Wimrest and let Nalise know that Serena's task is complete. Serenar's, even. Wow. Character skin as well. And with that, we fly. So we can hand in. I would like to just grab Of Traitors and Treason and End of the Line, as it's quite nearby. Actually, that's the hand in from the previous area. We could hand in there, and then handing over here Dragonblight, because these are the kind of the end areas. I think that might actually be good. It's XP at the least. Heck of a lot easier to get around like this.
Greetings. Light
These were the
bless
ley
you.
lines we did last time, and nothing really great for us as a weapon, but we'll grab it. Of course, we should have guessed that this was what they're up to all along. Quickly, there's no time to waste. So this is the ley line quest we did.
Safe travels.
Gaining an audience. Great, you must travel as swiftly as you can to Wimmer's temple and present this letter to Steward Tariolastras. We have already kind of did that, so
Be careful.
we can grab that. This will take us to Winterguard, which we're really going to have to do at some point, but maybe a little later. Thing is, we're earning such great XP that we can kind of be a bit choosy about what we want to do. Please do tell me if you've got any favourite quest lines that you'd be interested in seeing again. The great thing is that it scales so well, so even if we go past an area and move further north, we can always head back to do a couple of storylines. Oh, one's down here. Or is it?
Our enemies will fall. Farewell.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Shorella
We're a little bit behind on the times. We should have done this before, but a letter of introduction to meet with the Queen. Let me see that.
Keep your wits about you.
Speak with L'Oreal, Trueblade at Wimmer's temple.
Remember the sun well.
I am honored.
You must be Krathor. I was told you'd be coming. I have something that I think you're uniquely qualified to take care of, and by doing it, you'll be ingratiating yourself with the dragons here.
Goddess watch over
We
you.
need you at the Ruby Dragon Shrine. The dragons are beset on all sides by the Blue Flight and the Scourge. They're in no better state than we are. The situation seems dire, but this affords us a rare opportunity to establish a valuable alliance. Report to Keristraz on the ridge east of the Ruby Dragon Shrine, west of
Farewell.
Windrest.
Hello. Farewell. What can I do for you?
Oh, it's you. I had hoped Serenar would simply return himself once the task was done. I suppose he's distracted by something or another to kill. He's missing out on a gloriously messy battle. Are you still here? I'm done with you.
Be careful.
That's us told. Okay, so Wrecking Throw, hurl a weapon at the enemy. That looks actually pretty good. Shattering Throw. This looks really good. I actually like the look of this. So if we invest in Bloodthirst, we can open up double time for an extra charge. Which just makes us that much more mobile. Brilliant. Okay. And I think we've increased our reputation here. See if we've got any from the Quartermaster.
I am listening.
Oh, tabard. I mean, we can't really do much with it because we're not doing too many dungeons, but
Be careful.
we can buy it. See how it looks. That's actually pretty cool. I like it. Okay, so next up we have report to Ruby Dragon Shrine, and then we can head off to Seeds of Lashes and move further on.
What brings you here?
Ambassador L'Oreal sent you. If you want to talk to her again, please let her know that we are very appreciative of her aid. We are fighting battles on far too many fronts.
Be careful.
The Scourge have overrun the shrine. The shrine's keeper, Dahlia Suntouch, is nowhere to be found. The red rims that fell in the shrine's defense now beset us in the form of twisted, skeletal ember rims. The situation is dire, human. By participating in the death of 12 frigid ghoul attackers, 8 frigid geist attackers, and 1 frigid abomination.
Till next we meet.
This is something we can do. Oh no, we'll charge with the men. Look at this. It's a full attack. Here we go. Brilliant. Oh wow, full RP mode here. Brilliant. Okay. Take up our line. Oh, actually, we need these. It's whirlwind through them. Okay, so what do we need next? Wow, this hit. Come on, guys, take him away.
Hello.
It is a disgusting task, but I thank you dearly for doing it. The Scourge cannot be permitted to push any further towards Wormrest, and we are sure to lose it.
Be careful.
Enter the Ruby Dragon Shrine through one of the northern or southern passes and search for Ruby Acorns. Use the Ruby Acorns on the fallen red dragons to return their bodies to the earth. Return to Keristraz once the task is complete.
Good luck, friend.
Okay, so let's just read that again. Get into shrine through one of the passes, south or north, and search the shrine for ruby acorns that have fallen from the tree and plant them near the bodies. Right, okay, so we're acorn hunting. It's kind of crazy because I've done these quests years ago, but just kind of forget the details of them. So I'm not seeing any acorns here. Unless they're in there. I don't think they're in there though. Okay, let me just check on that. Okay, so they are tiny little red bits. Oh, it's kind of a shame. I don't want to leave this quest because it kind of leads to a good chain. There we go. Flipping it. Look at that. Wow. How many do we need of these? 6. Jesus. I might need to just change the settings on my my graphics perhaps to highlight them better, but bloody hell, they are hard to see. There we go. There we go. Brilliant. Another one. God, you could just spend all the time doing this. Didn't I get that? Unless we need more. So that one's done. That one's done. Either that or they're bugged out. If they're bugged out, I say we bail and move on. Because we've got loads of acorns. How many acorns have we got? 3. Use on the corpse of a fallen keeper. So I think it's a little bit bugged in terms of the old style of the expansion and the new. With the new style, it's very much just kind of easy clicking. It doesn't seem to work on certain areas, so that's something to be mindful about.
How may I help?
Till next we meet.
I have one final task for you, human. One that should turn the tide of this fight. Enter the Ruby Dragon Shrine through one of the northern or southern passes, then kill 6 Frigid Necromancers and eliminate the source of the corruption under the shrine.
Be careful.
Let us do this. This is much better, much more to our calling than picking acorns. Ooh, nice. Let's see what that was. Ah, one-handed, that's a shame. I don't actually think we've got anything upgraded for a while either. New cloak. Really good mod, look at that, a giant dragon. Very cool. Dahlia's Sun Touch. Let's get this guy. Jesus. These bolts hit a massive amount. Wow. First death for a while. see, what did that do for us? So, blah, blah, blah. Get this guy. Pure revenge. Okay, we can hand it.
Greetings.
You have honoured us with your selfless assistance today, human. I will send word to the council of what your kind have accomplished here. Go with our blessing.
Good luck, friend.
Ooh, and we rolled an epic. Very nice. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we can hand over to Wimrus and maybe head over to Seeds of the Lashes. We've got plenty of options ahead of us.
Glory to the Sindori. We will have justice.
Oh, and it's the Queen. Let's get into full RP mode.
I will listen.
It is good to finally meet you in person, Greythor. I have known you since before you were born.
Safeguard all life.
You are very courageous to bring us this information. I was beginning to wonder why the Blue Dragonflight had so boldly initiated an attack upon the temple itself. Now we know that they are using enormous amounts of the very magic they view as such a threat to Azeroth. The Queen shakes her head in seeming resignation. Hypocritical, but so be it. If Malygos will not come to his senses, we have no choice but to take action in response to their assault.
The balance must be maintained.
I abhor the loss of life, any life, but I will not stand idly by and allow Malygos to kill us and defile the temple. I have appointed Lord Devrestraz as the commander of Wimrus defences. Speak to Torastraza to ride a drake down to him. I know I'm hammering these names, but please lend him your aid, Greythor. Your involvement with the defence of Wimrus will be critical to us prevailing against the Blue Dragonflight.
Life endures.
Okay, so we are becoming critical to the cause. That's pretty cool. I think what we'll do is we will rest up there and come back to this next time. I'm actually enjoying this questline. I think it gets into quite a bit of lore around the area. And then afterwards, we can move over to maybe a little bit of Howling Fjord just to see what's going on there. And then right into Grizzly Hills. We're doing pretty good for our level. Thank you for watching. Thanks for joining me on this. And I'll see you next time.